Hello and good morning, guys. Welcome to my new video. This is gonna be the third video into my channel. And this in the first episode we had done a phone review. In the second video we have done a DIY electronics, and in this video we're gonna do something like a DIY stuff, but it's not actually about the simple small electronics we're gonna do in this episode, but it will be like a huge thing. I mean, like a powerated thing. Okay, so let's talk about this video. So this is the thing we are gonna work today. Yeah, you said it right. It is a hammer drill. It's not kind of a Porsche company's one. It had some problems with the SDS chuck in here, and some issues, because I can say it, that it has some problems because this was actually given to me by one of my friends, who is running a fabrication shop, and they used to just throw away the stuff that doesn't work, because they are like big builders. They don't care to repair these stuff, but for me, if I can repair this, it will be like a steal, because it has just cost me $0, euro or rupees till this point of time. I don't know what parts we will need, for to fix this, and what all are the problems with this. And the first inspection, I can see that the chuck is not working, and the drill is not working. That's the main reason it was given to me. So this is how to repair a hammer drill at home, DIY. Everyone can do this. Probably there will be just minor issues. It will be just like a carbon brush wearing out. So okay, let's talk about the carbon brush a little bit. These are just AC motors which have a rotor and stator in it. So the commutator in the rotor part is just brass pins which are separated by plastic or some rubber thing, which will distribute the current to the various coils in the rotor part of the armature. Okay, so talking about the rotor part, I have a piece of the rotor of the same model of the hammer drill, because yeah, you guessed it right, I actually got two of them, not one. I got two of them. See? That would be nice, right? Yeah, it is nice. Okay, so actually I have opened one of that, and so I took this rotor part off so that I can show it to you. And this is the commutator part. Yeah, this is the commutator part, and the carbon brushes are just like carbon blocks which just rub against these commutators, which distribute current between different coils you can see in here. And this will adapt to the hammering option, and this bearing will go somewhere in the fixed place. Okay, this is the rotor part of the hammer drill. So we're going to look for the carbon brush wear, and attempt to repair it. Okay, come on, follow me so that we can move into my workbench and do the work, so that we can find out what's the problem with it. Okay, come on, guys. Hey, you guys didn't come till now? Okay, let's move on. This is so nice. You can accompany me with my workbench. Okay, there's my stuff laid in the. Okay, so now I have the hammer drill, which is set up on my workbench, ready to be worked on, and we will need some tools. That will be the simple screwdriver set which I have, and it's of a Stanley. Actually, the company of the screwdriver really doesn't matter. It can do probably buy the cheapest ones too. Okay, fine. So here we actually might require star head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver for opening this hammer drill. So now we can go get into the parts, and this is a carbon brush which is actually in this motor in this hammer drill, which has a commutator which distribute current. So we'll have to remove these screws as I have shown above, and now I can remove the screws. We have removed all the screws so that I can push slide open the back cover with a small wiggle. We can get it out. Oh, oops, I got out the I'm actually mistakenly took out the switch. Okay, it's fine. Now you can see me pointing to the two brass holders in which the carbon brushes are located. So I'm gonna remove the four screws in it so that I can fit the new carbon brushes, which I'm just opening up from the package now, into the housing so that it will work. These are the carbon brush holders which I have just removed, and this one is one of the old carbon brushes which was in there. You can see there is a spring and a brass base point so that it can conduct electricity, and the top black cuboidal shape is made of carbon, and it is called carbon brushes because it acts like a brush which makes electrical contact with the commutators. As you all know, carbon is a good conductor of electricity. It conducts electricity, which divides it to each coil at each time. So here you can see I have inserted the new carbon brushes, and I make sure it will move freely in them. I mean in the housing, and carefully place it on the position in the right way. Actually, I had some problem in first placing it, but it was fine afterwards. And then repeat the same thing for the downward side of the commutator. Sorry, not commutator. It is downside of the carbon brush holder, so that both the contacts is made. And I'm gonna speed that process in here so that we can remove the both a pair of carbon brushes of a hammer drill, like so easily. In this part, we're gonna look into the process of removing this SDC chuck of this hammer drill. SDC chuck is a chuck mechanism in which you just push down and insert the bit you want it. So for that you will have to pry out the rubber grommet from the front part of the SDC chuck. That is the procedure what I am doing now. So you can break off the rubber grommet very easily, and now you can see that there is an inner ring which retains the collar. So I'll have to remove that inner ring, and you can see that is the inner ring that I have removed. Now the collar moves out freely, and now I can remove the washer which has a rubber part in it, and you will have another retaining clip which retains the ball which that's the small ball that locks in the bit. please be safe in handling that, because if you lose it, it will be a great difficulty to find one like that, because I actually have lost it from one of my other ones. Okay, now you can clean the shaft, and you can see the hammer action. Actually, the problem in this was the bit was not locking into place, so I had to reassemble it with the ball in the correct position. You can see the reassembling process being done in the reverse order of removing it, and thus you can continue the process so that you can remove it with a new one, a new pair, or just renovating the old one by removing and greasing the stuff and placing it in the new position. So now you can push in the grommet and all the parts so that it is in place. That's the procedure in removing the SDC chuck of these type of hammer drills. Actually, from this hammer drill, the main problem I was facing was the wearing out of the carbon brush and also the SDC chuck. So here I have rectified both of these problems, so that now I have a perfectly working hammer drill, and it just cost me about 40 rupees, and that will be like below $1 probably. That's the cost I have to pay for such a great equipment, that is a hammer drill. Thank you guys for watching my video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, so I can give you a new notification when I upload the new videos. Stay creative and stay safe, and goodbye till I see you next time. Bye.